Hello and welcome back again to our channel. We're going to be looking at mathematics, and today's topic we're going to focus on matrices. We've been doing short video lectures on matrices, 1 minute short videos, but today we're going to dedicate this long video to practice questions. We're going to be doing a lot of questions and answers. So if you're ready, join me. Let's zoom straight right in together. Let's zoom straight right in together. So imagine that we have this problem. There are two matrices. We have the matrix. We have the matrix. We have the matrix A. We have the matrix A, and it's 2 by 2 matrix. We have 2, 6. We have 4 and 8. It's a 2 by 2 matrix. Why? Because there's two rows. This row one. If you're going horizontal, there's a row. If you're going vertically, then those are the columns. So this is a 2 by 2 matrix. You can tell because there are two rows, number of rows, times the number of columns. Is a 2 by 2. And we also have a matrix B. We also have the matrix B. And the matrix B is also a 2 by 2 matrix. It's given by 3, -7, -5, and 9, like this. And we're being told to find the addition. We've been told to find we should find the addition of the matrix A together with the matrix B. We should sum matrix A and B together. Now, to do that, matrix A, we said, is 2, 4, 6, and 8, right? And we are adding it to the matrix B, which is 3, -7, -5, and 9. That's what we're doing, right? Now, what we're going to do is to set up, when we take this 2 here, we add it to its respective column, its respective number in this particular place. So we take the 2, we add it to the 3 here. If we come down here, we also pick the number that is also down there. And we say 4 plus -7. Now we come here, we take the 6 and also come and take this plus the -5. We take this 8 and also add it to the 9, and you close it. You have 5 here, and you also have -3 here. You have 1 here, and then you have 17 here, like that. And that solves the addition of these two matrices together. Can we take a different problem set? Yes, let's say we have matrix A, and the matrix A is 2, -7, -1, and 4. And you also have the matrix B, -3, 7, 0, and -4. Now, we're being told to also find the addition of A and B is going to be the matrix A added to the matrix B, like this. And we said that when you take the 2, you're going to add it to this 3, to this -3. Take this -7, you add it to this 7 that is also here. If you take this -1, we add it to the 0 that is here. If we take this 4, we come down here also and pick the number that is a 4 plus -4. And when we do that, we get 2 minus 3, -7 plus 7, -1 plus 0, 4 minus 4. And then we finally get -1, 0. This gives us -1 and another 0 in that particular order. In that particular order. Now let's take a look at a different problem set. Let's take a look at a different problem set. This time we have the matrix A. The matrix A is 2, 4, 6, and 8. And then you also have the matrix B, which is 3, -7, -5, and 9. Like this. You have this. And you also have the C, the matrix C, which is -5, 3, -1, and 2. Like that, in this order. Now, if we're being told to look for the matrix B minus the matrix C, it's simply taking, the matrix B, which is 3, -7, -5, and 9, minus the C matrix, which is also -5, 3 here, -1, and 2 here. Now, don't forget the equal to sign. The equal to sign should always come. Now if we take this number here, we said that when we take this number here, the 3, we should also take the number that is also here. The same corresponding. But remember that the sign is negative, so that sign has to come first before the -5. Like that. If we take this 7, negative 7, it's going to be negative 7. This sign also should come, the minus, before this number 3 here. If we take this negative 5, it's on the far right, so you're going to put a negative 5 here. We also have our negative sign there, and then the number that is on the far right is also negative 1, like that. If we take 9 here, we do the negative sign here, and the number here is 2, like that, in that order. Now you're going to have 3 plus 5, negative 7, negative 3, and this is going to give us negative 5 plus 1 because of this negative and negative here. And you have negative 9 minus 2, sorry. I have 9 minus 2. And when we do that, we finally have 8 here. This gives us 8. This gives us negative 10. This gives us negative 4. And this gives us 7. I hope, so far, I hope things are clear. We're looking at different problems where it involves multiplication. Sorry, it involves multiplication. It involves multiplication. So let's take a different problem set where we have the matrix A. We have a matrix A, and the matrix A is 2, negative 2, 1, and 3. And we're being told to matrix A, we're being told to find 2A. So to find 2A is going to be 2 into, sorry, I think let me pick a different color. To find 2A, like there's going to be 2 into 2, negative 2, 1, and 3 in that order. And when we do that, a 2 multiply each item in the matrix. 2 multiplied by negative 2. This 2 multiplied this to get 2 times 1. This 2 multiplies to get 2 times 3. And that gives you 4, negative 4, 2, and 6, like that. Sorry. in that particular order. Now, if we have A, the matrix A, and it's, let's say, we have 5, 3, negative 2, and 0. And then we also have B matrix, and it's 5, 1, negative 1, and 3. And we are being told to look for the matrix C, such that the matrix C is the product of 3 and A minus B. So what it means is that you have 3 in the matrix A, 5, 3, negative 2, 0, minus the B matrix, which is 5, 1, negative 1, and 3, like that. And then this is going to give us, we said, if you have a scalar multiplying a matrix, that scalar need to multiply each item in there. So you're going to have 3 times 5, 3 times 3, 3 times negative 2, 3 times 0, close it, minus 5, 1, negative 1, 3, like that. And we're going to have 15, 9, negative 6, 0, minus 5, 1, negative 1, and 3. Now the subtraction will kick in where we have 15 minus this 5. 9 here will be minus this 1. This negative 6 will be minus this negative 1. This 0 will be minus this 3. And then we end up getting 10 here. We get 8 here. And remember, this and this gives us plus 1. Negative 6 plus 1 is negative 5. And 0 minus 3 is negative 3. In that order. And that gives us our matrix C. That gives us our matrix. Sorry about that. That gives us our matrix. That gives us our matrix C. Now, let's look at another problem set here. Imagine that we have the matrix A, and it's 2, 4, 6, and 8. And then you also have the matrix B. The matrix B is 3, negative 7, negative 5, and 9. And then you also have a C, which is negative 5, 3, negative 1, and 2. You have that. Now, if they say we should find, let's say we want to find the matrix BC, then that's going to give us the B, 3, negative 7, -5 and 9, and that is multiplying the matrix C, which is -5, 3, -1 and 2. So we are going to be able to apply that. We're going to be able to apply that. So we take the 3 and multiply by -5, and then we add it to the -5 multiplied by the 3. So what we do is that we take this and then we multiply by that in that order. So it's going to be the 3 multiplied by the -5. The 3 will multiply the -5 first. And then we add it. The 3 will multiply this -5. And then the -5, this -5, will also take the one down here in that order. All right. I hope that works. So it's going to be the -5 multiplying the 3 like that. Okay. Now when we come to the bottom, it's also going to be the same thing. The -7 multiplying -5 and then 9 multiplying the 3. So this one will also do the same thing with this one right here. So that's at the bottom. Remember, we are picking this one as is at the bottom, so we have to come down. So it's going to be -5 multiplying the -5. Sorry, it's -7 multiplying the -5 here. And then we add it to this 9 and the 3. 9 multiplied by 3. That means we are done with that side. Now, when we come to this side, the next column, we take this row and then we go with this column. So it's going to be row and column. So row 3 multiplied by the -1 first, add it to the -5, which will multiply this 2, like that. Then that same row will go with the column again, right? The next row. The next row. We are done with this row with this column. So the last row in the same column. All right. So it's going to be -7 multiplying -1, added to the 9, this 9, and then the 2, like that. And then you are done. You can do your addition. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to wipe it again. And then we're going to take it again. We're going to take it again so that we can be able to understand, clarify anything that is going to bring any confusion. We don't want any. We want to make sure that everything is so easy for us. So now B and C is going to be the 3 and the -7, -5 and the 9, and we are multiplying it with a C, which is -5, 3, -1 and 2. And we said that to solve this, we first going to take this first row with the first column. And to do that, this 3 will multiply this -5 first. Then we add it to this -5 with a 3. -5 multiplied by 3. Then we come down and take the last row with the same column. So it's going to be -7 first, this one. This last row, the -7 will multiply the -5 first. You add it to the 9 multiplying 3, like that. Then we go to the next section. We take the first row with this next column. So it's going to be 3 there, multiplied by -1, added to this -5, multiplied by the 2. Then when we are done, we come to the last row, multiplying by the same column. So it's going to be -7 multiplied by -1. This -7 multiplied by this -1. And then the 9 is also going to multiply 2. We are done. So what we're going to have is 3. This times this is -15 plus -15. And this is going to give us 35 plus 27. And this gives us -3 plus -10. And this gives us +7 plus 18, like that. And when we do that, this and this gives us 0. That gives us 62. It gives us 62. And then here gives us -13. And this gives us 25. It gives us 25. It gives us 25. I think this is not 0. It's going to be -30. It's -30, my friends. Sorry about that. It's going to be -30. and then the bottom is 62. This negative 13, and that gives us 25. I hope the clarity on multiplication, multiplying, uh, multiplying matrices comes clean. Now remember, there's a rule. If you have the, every matrix is the number of row times the number of column, right? All right. So if we look at this here, the number of row here, the number of row is 2. And then the number of column is also 2. So it's a 2 by 2 matrix. Now, if we want to see whether the multiplication is possible, we should make sure that the number of row, number of column should also be the same here. We should make sure that they are the same. The number here, so let's say we have, 3 by 2. We should make sure that this and this are always the same to give us what is here. So if you have something like this, it means we cannot multiply. We cannot be able to multiply. We cannot be able to multiply. We cannot be able to multiply. Because it's 2 by 2, 2 by, yeah. So let me give you an example of what I mean by that. Let's go to the next problem. Let's say you have a matrix A, and the matrix is 3, 2, 1, and 3. And this time you have a vector X. There's a vector X, which is 3 and 4 in component form. Now, the number of row here is 2. 1 and 2 is 2. And then the number of column here is 1 and 1. That's also 2. So it means it's a 2 by 2 matrix. Now, if we look at here, the number of row is 2. And then the number of column is 1. Because this is the number of row is 2. The number of column is 1. Now we are saying that this is 2 by 1 matrix. Now we are saying that for you to be aware that the multiplication is possible, we should make sure that these are the same. That means the number of column of the first matrix should be equal to the number of row for the second matrix. Now you can see that 2 is equal to this 2. It means that when we multiply, we're going to get a 2 by 1 matrix. A 2 by 1 matrix, which is we are going to get a vector, pretty much. We are going to get a vector. So we are saying that if you multiply a matrix with a vector, you end up getting a vector. I think that's what we are insinuating. So if that's the case, let's zoom straight right in. Let's say that AX is going to be 3, 2, 1, and 3, multiplying 3 and 4. Now, if we're applying the same rule, this goes with that, right? So we're going to have 3 times 3 plus the 1 times the 4. We agree, right? Now we come down, we take the last row and the same column. So that one's going to be 2 times 3, this 2 times this 3, and this 3 times this 4. This 3 times this 4. There's no other column here for us to repeat that. So basically we're going to get 9 plus 4. We're going to get 6 plus 12. And that gives us 13 and 18. And you can see that we have 2 rows, 1 row here, second row here, and 1 column. So it gives us a 2 by 1 matrix, which is a vector. So when we multiply a matrix with a vector, we always end up getting a vector. We end up getting a vector. Now, it's the same thing for a 3 by 3 matrix. If you are multiplying a 3 by 3 matrix, it's the same thing. Nothing changes. So let's see if we can be able to do a 3 by 3 matrix. Then maybe when we can be able to end our video right here, and then we'll continue another time. Now let's say that we have the matrix B. And you have 4, -2, and 5, and you also have -7, 4, and 7. You have 6, 0, and -4. And then we also have the matrix C. And the matrix C, you have 1, 2 and 3. And then you also have, I think it's too far. Let me just do it below this one as well, okay? Let me just do it below that one here. I think it's too far away. So let's say we also have the matrix C like that. You have 1, 2, 3. You have 1, -3, -2. You also have 1, -2, and -2 like that. Now, let's say we're looking for the matrix B, C. That's going to give us, we're saying that always take the first row and go with the first column like that. First row, first column. So it's going to be 4 multiplying this 4, multiply this 1, and then this -7 will multiply this 2 plus this 6 will multiply this 3 like that. We'll multiply this 3 like that. So we've done the first row, first column. Now we're not done yet. We'll go to the next one, next row, and that means in the middle. So we have to come down. And with the same column, we're not going to change it. Same column. So it's going to be -2. We take the first one plus 4 here. We'll take the next one, which is 2, plus 0 here. We'll take the next one, which is 3, like that. Then the last one will be going down to this last row and going with the same column again. So we're going to have 5, the first one going with the 1, plus the 7 going with the 2, plus the -4 going with the 3, like that. Going with the 3 like that. Then now we can switch. Now we take the first row again. But this time we're moving to the next column. That will be in the middle. So we're going to have the first row, we get 4, this 4 here. We'll take this 1. This -7. We'll take this -3. This 6, we'll take the -2. 6, we'll take the -2, like that. All right? Then we come to the next row and go with the same column. So this -2 will go with the 1. -2 will go with the 1. This 4 will go with the -3. 4 will go with -3. This 0 will go with this 0 will go with -2. Now we go to the next row again. This 5 will go with the 1. This 7 will go with the -3. Plus this 7 will go with -2. Sorry about that. The -4 will go to the -2. The last one will go to the last one. The middle goes to the middle. The first goes to the first, like that. So -4, sorry about that. So we have -4 going with the last one, which is -2. Then now we come to the first row. We take the first row and go with the last column. And that's going to give us 4. We take the first one and the first one. 4 times 1. We take this the middle one and the middle one. -7, -2. And then we take the last one and then what? The last one, which is 6 times -2, like that. Then we come to the next row, going with the same column. The first one and the first one go together, -2 and 1. The middle one is 4 and -2. So 4, -2. And the last one is 0 and -2. 0 and -2. Like that. And then we come down to the last row in the same column. So we're going to have this 5 go with this 1. 5 times 1. The middle one is 7, multiplying -2. And then the last one is -4, multiplying -2. And then that ties in beautifully for our matrix. The next thing we're going to be doing is simply addition. Now, if you look at this is 4. All right, this is 4. It's going to be 4 plus -14 plus 18. This is going to be -2 plus 8 plus 0. This is going to be 5 plus 14 minus plus -12. Now here we're having 4 here plus 21 plus negative 12. This is giving us negative 2 plus negative 12 plus 0. And this gives us 5. This gives us plus negative 21. This gives us plus 8. Now here gives us 4 plus 14. And this gives us plus negative 12. Now this gives us negative 2. This gives us plus negative 8 plus 0. Now this also gives us 5 plus this gives us negative 14 plus this gives us an 8. We close the parentheses, and then we're going to have this whole thing here. 4 minus 14 is negative 10 plus 18, which is going to give us positive 8. Now this gives us positive 6. This whole thing, 14 and negative 12 gives us 2 plus 5. It gives us 7. Now here, 21 minus 12 is 9 plus the 4 is 13. Now negative 2, negative 12 is negative 14. And this 5 minus 21 is negative 16 plus 8 gives us negative 8. This plus this is 18. 18 minus 12 is 6. Negative 2 minus 8 is negative 10. This and this gives us negative 9 plus 8, which gives us negative 1. And that gives us our answer. I hope this is clear. If it's not clear, please pause the video, go back, take your time, and have a deep understanding. Now, to continue with matrices, we'll be doing short videos again, 1 minute short videos again. Be looking out for that in our playlist. 1 minute short videos on matrices. We're going to continue with determinant, inverse, how to find the determinant of a matrix, inverse of a matrix, how to be able to find the inverse and determinant of a 3 by 3 or more, maybe 4 by 4 matrix and all that. We'll be doing all that in our subsequent lecture short videos. And once we're able to achieve that, we'll come back again with a long video on more practice questions on whatever we've already treated. Now, if you're already a subscriber, thank you for subscribing to our channel. But if you're not yet subscribed, please do us a favor and subscribe to our channel and turn on your notification bell so that when we publish or post a video, you will be notified. But before I go, I would like you to take very good care of yourself. And I'm also going to do the same on my end. I'll come to you another time. Take care and bye.